Hello, today I have a brand new subscription box to my channel to share with you. It's from the company Books Inside Boxes, and the box is called the Literary Road Trip Box, and it's a monthly subscription box, and there is a shop with one-time purchase boxes and past subscriptions as well. I was very excited when the curator Karen reached out to me. This is exactly the type of book I like, bookbox and box that I like to show on my channel. One of the many types, as you know. I kind of show a little bit of everything. It's got a good mix again of travel and books. And we focus on a different state each month, which is super exciting. So states in the US. This October is her 27th box. So Karen has been doing this for a little while. Basically, she became inspired when, and saddened, unfortunately, when one of her beloved indie bookstores went out of business, but she realized how much support the indie bookstores need from us. So this box supports indie bookstores and small businesses. So each month, the book will come from a different state, and it will feature a different indie bookstore in that state, which is a great idea in my opinion. And then she'll also get items either from that state and small businesses, like a local souvenir or something to represent that state, or maybe a bookish item. It varies from month to month. If you're interested in this box, I do have a code, Jessie, Jessie, that will either get you $5 off a past box that's on the website. This is a past box, by the way, so this is not a spoiler for this month or anything like that. Or if you decide to sign up for the subscription, your subscription will start with the November box, and you will get a special bonus item in your first November box with my code, Jessie, Jessie. So thank you, Karen, for offering this awesome code to my viewers and subscribers. Feel free to take advantage of it, of course, if you're interested in this box for yourself or maybe gifting it. Some months do sell out in the subscription. Both the September and October box sold out pretty quickly. So if you're interested, definitely act for November. And let's get into this box. And then I'll tell you a little bit more of any details I didn't say about the subscription. I looked through her website at all the past boxes, and she let me pick one that resonated with me. And I picked by the book, which I thought would be a fun way to do it versus by the state. And I've got North Dakota in front of me right here. So let's get in. We're gonna see what we have here on top. So this is I didn't look at the items in this box, so this is all a surprise to me. Dakota cheese soup. Oh, that sounds good. It's from Thunderbird Ranch. And is this a little kit, I suppose? It's a small, we got the recipe for the cheese soup on the back of the box. So with the ingredients and everything we need. So that is awesome. Just 15 minutes to soup. And it's Thunderbird Ranch, made in the USA. It's great that she supports local businesses, small businesses, in North Dakota. And we have a second item. This is a LED light for e-readers and books. It's a clip. Okay, so for e-readers or books, the book, book light. Great item. So we have an item from the state, from a small business, and a bookish item. One of each. It's cool colors in here. This looks like a really nifty clip. This will come in handy for reading, of course. And let's see what else we have in the box. Oh my goodness, there's information and the book. Other than knowing my book choice and state, I'm doing a first impression unboxing with you guys. So I didn't realize that her product guide was inside the book, and we have some goodies tucked away in here as well. So we've got a sticker, it looks like it says, "The way to my heart is through the bookstore." That's a really pretty sticker and great sentiment right there. If you know anybody that reads, obviously we all love bookstores, right? And this looks like a bookmark from the indie bookstore in North Dakota, where she got this book, Ferguson Books and More. And it has, Bismarck, North Dakota. And it has their address and phone number right down here. So I love that she sources from a different independent bookstore each month. It's a great idea. They definitely need our support, as you guys know. Small businesses, everything. So before we get to the book itself, I want to look inside. There's a little bit to the note that she sent. So she talks about, this was one of the past boxes for March. So it was still cold in March, of course. North Dakota was a good state to feature for March. Karen has a note about each item and her thoughts upon why she put it in the box. I love reading these types of things. So for the soup, for example, she says, warm up with a bowl of Dakota cheese soup from Thunderbird Ranch Gourmet Foods, located in Valley City, North Dakota. Thunderbird Ranch is a nonprofit that provides job training for people with mental disabilities and traumatic brain injuries. So wow, they're a small business and they have a mission there. That is fantastic. I'm glad, Karen, that you found that company to work with. And then she says, one of my favorite book accessories is my book light. I use it nearly every day and I'm thrilled to share it with you. The book light is from a company called With It. That's cool. I love the durability of their products and the fun design. So she used a company that she knows and trusts and she likes their durability. That's the way to go, right? When you have a subscription box of your own. So we also have a bookstore sticker with a sentiment that is true for me. I also like the sticker's spring vibe as we are transitioning. Of course, this was the March box. I don't know about you, but I'm ready for warm weather. And now we are definitely ready for cooler weather, right? So this is an awesome letter from Karen, the curator. And she talks about the book as well. I'm kind of just jumping around the letter, but there's another picture of her logo, which is beautiful, for books inside boxes. I think she has a great mission to support independent bookstores and small businesses alike. So this book, we are finally getting to the featured book, The Night Watchman. It's a novel by Louise Erdrich, Erdrich. I might not have said that correctly. I apologize. The Pulitzer Prize-winning novel is set in the 1950s and based on Erdrich's grandfather, who went to the United States Congress to fight for his Ojibwe tribe. I really apologize. Ojibwe. Ojibwe tribe and their land on the Turtle Mountain Reservation. This novel has gorgeous prose and unforgettable characters, but also highlights several important historical events. Pixie Parancho is a force of a character. I was watching her unboxing on Instagram rather. I will link her Instagram account down below, by the way, if you want to see unboxings of other boxes that she's done in the past to get more examples. This, like I said, October is her 27th box. So she's been doing this a while. Her boxes sell out. And when she contacted me, this was the first time I had heard of her box. So I was really excited to be able to not only explore a new subscription myself, but to bring it to all of you. And one thing she said that in her live stream was that she looks up different interesting facts about each state for each month. So for North Dakota, she says it's also the state that produces the most honey, and it has the world's biggest bison sculpture. So it's also one of the coldest in the continent, or it says it is the coldest in the continental United States. All right, that's where I need to move. It's North Dakota. But so let's look into the book a little bit more. This is a New York Times bestseller. Just great, supporting an indie bookstore. Got a fiction book here. And let's read about the back. Let's see if we can get a synopsis of the book. Thomas Washhash is the night watchman at the jewel-bearing plant near the Turtle Mountain Reservation in rural North Dakota. So it's already, it's got Native Americans. It's talking about a reservation. This is up my alley. He is also a Chippewa Council member who is trying to understand the consequences of the new Emancipation Bill in the United States Congress. It is 1953, and he and the other council members know the bill isn't about freedom. It is a termination that threatens the rights of Native Americans to their land and to their identity. Since graduating from high school, Pixie Parancho has insisted that everyone call her Patrice. She works at the plant in a job that pays barely enough to support her mother and younger brother. Determined to find her beloved older sister Vera and her child who have disappeared, Patrice makes a fateful trip to Minneapolis that introduces her to unexpected forms of exploitation and violence that endanger her life. Based on the extraordinary life of Louise Erdrich's grandfather, Patrick Gorneau, who carried the fight against native dispossession from rural North Dakota to Washington, D.C., The Night Watchman is a majestic work of fiction from one of the most acclaimed writers of our time. So again, I suppose this is considered historical fiction, which I definitely, if you've been following my channel for a while, you know that I gravitate towards historical fiction when looking at fiction options to choose from. If I find any other genres and sometimes I like to look up the books that I get from boxes, I'll put the other genres on the screen, but I did not do that, so it's got a nice winner of the Pulitzer Prize, beautiful vibrant colors on the cover. I'm looking forward to reading this, and it has a little bit about information about the author here. So this looks great. So you're probably wondering about prices for the subscription, and we can go into all of that. As you know, books have gotten expensive these days. This box can be subscribed to for $38.95 US each month. As far as I know right now, it is only available in the US, but the $38.95 includes the box plus shipping. So all the shipping's included. You won't get an additional shipping surprise at the counter, at checkout. I just kind of, went back retro there, thinking at the counter to buy your book at the end. This is why we still need independent bookstores. I just love her mission and what she's doing. The book alone is an $18 value. So you can see between these items and the shipping, we definitely get our money and we get to help good causes. I think this is a great book box. It's got a little bit of everything, something to eat and could be cozy with, and obviously something to help with the reading process, and then the book itself, and of course bookmarks and stickers. What is there not to love? That's every book lover's dream right there, right? So I just wanted to say a couple other things. Like on her website, the past boxes are a little more expensive. They usually range in the low to mid 40s, like $42, $45, something like that. But that also includes the shipping, just to let you know. Remember, my code Jessie will get you $5 off of those past boxes, or the code Jessie can get you a free bonus item in your first subscription box sign up. One more thing to mention about the subscription: when you sign up for the subscription, you also get access to a virtual book club that Karen hosts towards the end of each month. So you get a chance to read the book. You can talk about it in the book club. So if you're looking for a box that also provides community, this is a great option as well. You can talk about the book and read and all from the comfort of your own home, as well as learn about a different state each month. So Karen, you did a great job. I have to say, in my correspondence with Karen, I was impressed off the bat. She knows subscription. She knows subscription models. I mean, she gave me a discount code right away for all of you. She had subscriptions, she had it lined up. She knew what she was doing for future months. She mentioned wait lists. She mentioned her books selling out, and she, wanting to expand. And here we are sharing this book on Bookbox on YouTube. So I was impressed off the bat with Karen and her entrepreneurship and small businesses she's created so far. So just don't get confused if you look up her business, and on Instagram it is Books Inside Boxes with some underscores. I'll have it in the screen and linked down below in the description box. And then the actual subscription box title is The Literary Road Trip. We are literally taking a road trip around the United States to a different state every month. And I love that theme, that idea. As you guys know, wanderlust fulfilled right from the comfort of our own homes. Upon reflection after recording, I think this is one of the best new subscription boxes, new to my channel subscription boxes that I have seen in a long time. I think for the price and what you get, it's a great value. It's not going to break the bank, and you get enough out of it, plus that opportunity to create community with the virtual book club. So I hats off to Karen. I'm really excited for this box and its future. She also has some curated themed boxes that aren't part of the literary road trip, but just some curated to some different themes on her website. Feel free to check that out if you're interested. Otherwise, make sure you sign up and you'll be starting with the November box. And thank you all so much for hanging out with me. If you're still here, please give this video a like, a thumbs up. It helps me and it helps my channel. Don't forget to hit that hype button, hype the like, down below if you're on a mobile phone. If you have any questions, you do have to wait till the premiere is over, but if you have any questions, put them down in the comments below for me. I can reach out to Karen, and please let me know what you think of this brand new box. And until next time, I'll catch you later. Bye.